So I went shopping with my mother, and then I ended up buying a bunch of Korean skincare products, even though I promised myself I wouldn't go overboard. And I kind of went overboard, but it was significantly more affordable than you think. And I've only been using the products for a few days, and I'm actually really excited about it for two reasons. One, Korean products are insanely affordable. And two, most Korean skincare products and a lot of Japanese products are simultaneously very calming and also very hydrating. So the thing about Western skincare is that you can get into a lot of acids, and there'll be a lot of like AHAs, BHAs. And then Korean skincare is all about calming your skin. Well, as someone who currently has seriously damaged barrier issues, I want to show you everything that I purchased. My mother actually picked out some of these for me, so let's dive right into it. I told you guys I messed up. But the thing is that most of these are actually just sunscreens. I just happened to run out of sunscreen, and then I went overboard on sunscreen. So I'm going to show you 3 sunscreens first, a moisturizer, 1 treatment, and 1 calming. First, I bought something just for fun. That's the thing about skincare. Skincare isn't always just like, oh, it needs to be like productive. Sometimes skincare is just fun. Sheet masks and everything, they're just really fun. So I bought these, which are hyaluronic acid under eye patches. Very, very comforting, in my opinion. The thing about them is that almost all under eye patches just kind of slide down your face. So I just like to lay in bed and have them on while I play with my phone. I will also be telling you how much I spent on these sunscreens. So I like a good mineral sunscreen more, but the reason why I like all of these is because it doesn't feel like a sunscreen. The products that my mother picked out for me are all Innisfree or Yosan House for the most part. So let's go with the 2 House of Yosan first. I got 2 of these that I think one is a serum and one is just an over-the-top sunscreen. And they both blend into your skin so beautifully. I'm wearing it right now, and it gives me such kind of like a natural dewy glow. I really love this. I cannot recommend it enough. I love both of these. I honestly can't. I am actually really surprised by how much I spent on these, because if you were to go into like a Sephora to find something similar, it would probably be about $20 more expensive than I actually paid. So for the House of Yosan just sunscreen, it was $20 for this tube. And then the serum was $18. I am not a person who likes to rave about things, but about these 2 sunscreens, I don't think I'll ever go back. I know I've been a La Roche-Posay gal for the longest time, but I've been converted. Next, I got this Innisfree one. So I actually got this one. We got this one for my mom, but it's also really good. It's a hyaluronic acid one. The reason why we went for the sunscreens is because 1, I was running out, and 2, I want something that would just feel really good under makeup. My problem with a lot of sunscreens is that they feel really thick, and they could make your makeup part, and it doesn't look that good. These are way better. Because I have been on a journey to fix my barrier, I decided to just get a calming cream. I was really skeptical. I really have liked this entire brand, which is the Dr. Jart brand that's meant for people with red skin. I used their sunscreen for a little while. I actually saw a significant difference in the redness in my face in general, but it's really calming. It is really hydrating. Honestly, it's just a moisturizing gel. I think it looks really good under makeup. I feel like it feels really nice on my skin. And as someone who has really irritated skin all of the time, I really like this product. I got a dark spot corrector cream. This is actually not for my face. This is for my body. I grew up in the generation that loved tanning and has a lot of regrets about that. So I got some dark spots on my shoulders and on my back. So I'm using it for that. But the best thing about this product is that it was $14. And then my mother told me she swears by this moisturizer, which is, guess what? Another House of Yosan moisturizer. This was only $23. It's a good moisturizer. It's fine. I still like my La Roche-Posay one. But it does feel really nice. Like, the one thing I will say about all their products is that I think that all of their products are water-based, which is why they feel so good on your skin and why it just melts right in. I have seen a difference in how it layers under makeup. So I would say that all these products my mother picked out for me look so good under makeup and have made my skin really calm and very smooth since I started using it. So I do recommend all of it. And I spent $1,000 for all of those products. I spent a grand total of $132. I could maybe get 3 lip liners for that price at Sephora. But for all of this, for how much I spent, it was amazing. So why am I taking skincare advice from my mother and not just a dermatologist like I always do? Well, I like going to dermatologists, but sometimes I just want to have fun with my skincare. Sometimes I want to try something new and try something different. And the thing is that my mom has fantastic skin. I'm going to find a photo that she will have to approve, and I'm going to put it right there, that my mom is almost 60 and has fantastic skin. So I asked my mom what her skincare philosophies were and what she would say to, and what she would recommend to the general audience to have good skin. I really do believe that my mother should have a skincare YouTube account just because she has the best advice. And she's so encouraging and excited about products that it makes you want to be involved and do good skincare. So she told me some key pieces of advice that she'd recommend to anyone who's looking to start a skincare journey. So she said this isn't even the first rule. This is what she called rule 0.5, is sunscreen before everything. That is clearly high on my priority list, and that is what we went shopping for. But yeah, she said sunscreen before anything. There's no point of doing anything if you're not going to use sunscreen. Then rule number 1 is to be gentle and kind to your skin. And that means being gentle when you touch it and also being gentle with the products. Don't use a constant series of irritating products, or you're going to be like me with an irritated barrier that's going to be really hard to fix. Number 2, splurge on devices, not so much on products. So my mom is my mother is a skincare device girly. So that means that she does red light therapy. She does radio frequency. What else do you do? She does lasers around her eyes at home. Nira. The NUA, which she bought for me. I applied for their affiliate program and they said no, so that's cool. And red light therapy. She loves a good red light therapy device. I know that because she has several. She has multiple, and she also uses one on the top of her head for hair loss that actually has a lot of scientifically backed data. So in the background, she just said, only FDA approved. So my mom is also a woman of science. She recommends only using devices that have been cleared or approved by the FDA. Number 3, start young. I got really lucky where she was giving me this advice when I was like 14. So I started taking care of my skin at a really young age, but it also doesn't mean that it's too late to start. Starting young doesn't mean don't start if you're past a certain age. You can start at any point, and there are some things that do kind of give you pretty immediate results, like hydrating and calming. Both of those have a pretty instant return. It doesn't always have to be a long-term thing. Number 4, and final piece of advice, be consistent. So for me, that's really hard because I have ADHD and I totally fall asleep with the makeup on all of the time. But she does recommend being really consistent with your skincare because you can use a product once, but it really won't be as effective as if you were to use it constantly. That also means that you should be watching your skin, because if you were consistently using a ton of retinoids on your skin and your skin is getting irritated and you can see it, consistency stops right there. That means it's time to switch it up. She recommends giving yourself some time to see if products work, but also making sure that you're doing it every single day. I'm pretty lucky to have a mom who's really into skincare. I'm also really lucky to have someone who taught me how to take care of myself at a really young age. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.